the Congress party will be taking on Mamata Banerjee formally in tomorrow's meeting. It's openly out here, Sonia Gandhi versus Mamata Banerjee. Our sources telling us that in order to strongly counter Mamata's very vocal rallying behind Mallikarjun Kharge as the prime ministerial face, the Congress party frantically opened up the hotline with all the other India Alliance players. And they want to corner Mamata tomorrow by pitching Nitish as the convener of the alliance. This means a formal taking on of Mamata Banerjee from within the India Alliance, propelling and pitched by the Congress, the largest player in the India Alliance, against Mamata Banerjee, who's the second largest player. So in the number one, INDI is edging out its own candidate to counter the strategy of the number two in the India Alliance to accommodate Nitish Kumar. That's what's happening. Now, this is an aggressive move, ladies and gentlemen, by the Congress, because with the Congress taking on Mamata on an issue she was very firm on when she came to Delhi for the INDI meet, if this turns out in the way that we are hearing, it will perhaps be the biggest fracture to the India Alliance since its coinage. But beyond the inevitable differences in the India Alliance, the question we need to ask is, where is the unity in this alliance? They don't have faith in their own players. How will they have the faith of the people? The Congress, by edging out Mallikarjun Kharge, is doubting the Kharge choice. Mamata pitching for Kharge and getting sidelined is doubting Mamata's decision. Nitish sulking and getting his way through is the choice the INDI is set to make. Now, on the other side, you have a very solid Modi who is so confident of winning purely on his splendid governance record that the slogans they have hit the ground with are Modi ki guarantee and Tisri Bar Modi Sarkar. They are basically based on the faith in Modi's leadership. The contrasts are absolutely flabbergasting in my view. The BJP has hit the ground and the INDI is set to self-combust in my view, unless we see some divine rescue act, which I think is not going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what happened and then we'll debate.
All of us remember this slogan.
छोटे छोटे बच्चे, 1 साल का बच्चा, 2 साल का बच्चा, अभी तो मम्मी मुश्किल से बोलता है, वो पापा मुश्किल से बोलता है, लेकिन अब की बार 2 साल का बच्चा भी बोलता है.
And you would also remember this.
कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी, कच्छ से कामरूप, पूरा देश कह रहा है, फिर एक बार.
The BJP has come up with a new slogan for the Lok Sabha polls.
Not that the BJP needs a slogan to launch its campaign with Prime Minister Narendra Modi as its mascot, but then the wordings show the kind of confidence the party has in coming back to power. And this even before the opposition gets its act together and the India Alliance a convener.
And now get ready for Tisri Bar Modi Sarkar. The BJP has set an ambitious target of 50% of the vote share.
एनडीए का हर सहयोगी जो मेहनत कर रहा है, उससे तय है कि 24 में एनडीए का वोट शेयर 50% से भी ऊपर जाएगा.
The party, confident after winning 3 polls, is going for the kill.
जब भारत आगे बढ़ता है तो राज्य आगे बढ़ता है, हर परिवार का जीवन बेहतर होता है. इसलिए वो बीजेपी को चुन रहा है, लगातार चुन रहा है. और कुछ लोग तो कह रहे हैं कि आज की इस हैट्रिक ने 24 की हैट्रिक की गारंटी दे दी है.
The opposition, meanwhile, is more in the news for infighting.
ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੇ ਦਿੱਲੀ 'ਚ ਮਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਛੋਟੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਸੁਣਾ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ. एक थी कांग्रेस.
ये तो झाड़ू है, जो झाड़ू कभी खिलर जाएगा तो देखेंगे क्या होगा. अब पंजाब में इंडिपेंडेंट आप ही अकेले चुनाव लड़के देख लें, इनको पता चल जाएगा कांग्रेस थी या झाड़ू था.
The opposition still seems to be unable to decide upon key issues like seat share and PM phase.
আজকে এত দৌড়বো, এত অহংকার কিসের জন্য? ইন্ডিয়া জোট সারা ভারতবর্ষে থাকবে আর বাংলায় তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস লড়াই করবে. মনে রাখবেন, বাংলায় তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসই বিজেপিকে শিক্ষা দিতে পারে, সারা ভারতবর্ষকে পথ দেখাতে পারে, অন্য কোনো পার্টি নয়.
As the calendar changes to 2024, BJP is fine-tuning its electoral machine to go for the kill in elections that is just touching distance away. The opposition is still undecided on the most basic of issues, with two strong slogans like Tisri Baar Modi Sarkar and Modi Ki Guarantee on one side. What is the slogan on the other side? Let's debate.
RP Singh of the BJP, Sohail Seth, I can see Abbas Haider of the Samajwadi Party, Gyanendra Mishra backs the Congress, and Arka Kumar Nak, since you back the TMC. Arka, how is this going to look? It's going to look so terrible for Mamata Banerjee. I mean, she wanted Mallikarjun Kharge. She named Mallikarjun Kharge. She said we should have a Dalit Prime Minister. Then she got Kejriwal to support her. The whole matter got reported everywhere. But the Congress party is going to snub her in a huge, massive way tomorrow. They are pushing for Nitish, and they've gone and got the support. They got what is that fellow's name? Uddhav support. They've got the support of all the other parties within the alliance except Kejriwal. So Mamata Banerjee will just have to swallow her pride, I guess. She'll be looking terrible. She'll be looking weak. But she has no choice. You see, she's helpless. She needs the Congress party support desperately. So she's going to go along after this snub. But it's locally, everyone's going to make fun of her if Nitish becomes the convener after her strong pitch for Kharge.
Well, Arnab, I do not look at the picture like that, because in my understanding, Mamata Banerjee had made a suggestion. It was the INDI alliance. We have always spoken that it will be a collective decision, not any one person or one party's decision. Whichever party,
yeah, but Congress has shown that it's Mamata's boss.
Chosen,
but the Congress has shown that it's the Trinamool's boss.
No, it is. No, it is not that. We do not like to look at the picture right now in that particular direction. It is just a convener which has been proposed.
Now how do you look at it then?
The India alliance is yet to finalize and declare. We would like to look at it in a way that the India alliance, all the political parties, they have their say. That is the reason we are talking of an alliance, and in the alliance there is no boss, there is no big political party.
No, they don't have their say. Mamata just is going to get hugely snubbed tomorrow. She's going to get massively snubbed publicly, nationally.
No, it is not like that. There has to be a proposal.
If Nitish becomes the boss.
There has to be a proposal, and that proposal has to be agreed upon by all. And I do not believe that the Trinamool Supremo is looking at the picture like that as of now. And it is yet to be decided, yet to be finalized.
RP.
No declaration has been made officially.
RP.
So I do not see a reason to apprehend this scenario. And so far as Bengal is concerned,
let's assume it's going to be Nitish. Let's assume it's going to be Nitish. So it becomes Modi versus Nitish.
And there is no alternative.
It becomes Modi versus Nitish in 2024. Is that going to be more easy or more difficult than Modi versus Kharge?
It is not
if it
so.
becomes Modi versus Nitish tomorrow.
It will be Modi versus the India alliance, or rather the BJP versus India alliance. And after the elections, the Prime Minister will be chosen in a democratic manner, like it has to be chosen. And a convener is there only to convene the India alliance meeting.
Sure, blah, blah, blah. I understood the rest. That makes no sense. You're just taking a formal line. I'm getting RP's reaction.
Perspective manner than this.
Well, Arnab, they can keep doing this again and again, and fact is that ultimately it's the Congress party, the leader of the Congress party, or the dynasty of the Congress which is going to decide what's going to happen within the India alliance. I mean, the other colleagues, other alliance partners can say "sabse choti party." They can keep doing that. Ek thi kahani, which Mr. Maan said, which is sabse choti party. Ek thi party. Sorry, my apologies. So, but ultimately, it's the dynasty, the Congress dynasty, which is going to decide, and then they are going to put their weight now, and they put their weight behind Nitish Kumar, and now Mamata Banerjee has to see what she has to do. Because her proposal of proposing Kharge Sahab as a Prime Minister candidate or coordinator of the India Alliance, or man who will spearhead the India Alliance, has been thrown to the dustbin. She took the support of Arnab Kejriwal also, who tomorrow has to be present in front of the ED. God knows what will happen thereafter. But fact is that this whole of the coalition is a khichdi coalition. I mean, they are coming together. They are trying to present their faces. They are trying to put leaders together. But on ground, my apologies. On ground, their workers are my apologies.
Well, please take a break out here. I mean, it seems to me, Suhail, they're trying to do everything possible to avoid it becoming Modi versus Rahul, because Modi versus Rahul is a walkover, and they feel anything is better than that, the India alliance. That's how I read it. But what do you think of Nitish versus Modi?
Let me tell you, you can put Nitish, Mamata Banerjee, Sharad Pawar, Arnab Goswami, 30, 40 other people, nothing's going to happen. This is an alliance which had great intent. Let's be honest, we need an opposition, Arnab. But the way the alliance is actually cobbling itself together is dangerous. I totally agree with the gentleman from, who was pro-TMC, when he says that, look, we will decide later it's BJP versus the alliance. No, people want to know who tomorrow your prime ministerial candidate is going to be. Otherwise, it's operation successful, patient dead. Number one. Number two, Mamata Banerjee is a very strong leader. Arnab, you know that. I know that. I come from Bengal. Nitish Kumar believes he's a strong leader. Now, do you think each one of these people will allow their prime ministerial ambitions to be sacrificed at the altar of supposed greatness? Not at all. There is going to be greater infighting. You tell me, you saw how a good man like Akhilesh Yadav was treated by Rahul Gandhi during the Bharat Jodo Yatra, which led him to even boycott participating in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. The egos are not only supreme, there are ideological contradictions, there are ideological paradoxes. How will a Mamata Banerjee come to terms with the utterances of an Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, who every day is abusing her? How will Mamata Banerjee come to terms with Nitish Kumar being part of the alliance when he himself has no power base other than the ones that is guaranteed by Lalu Yadav, who himself is out on bail? So it gets murkier and murkier. To quote Alice in Wonderland, it gets curiouser and curiouser. I, for one, am a great believer that Modi needs an opponent. But that doesn't mean any opponent will do. A. B. It also doesn't mean that that has to be bereft of any strategy. Today, the alliance has great intent, but very poor strategy. You see, look at Aam Aadmi Party, and the lady representative has joined us, and welcome, ma'am. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party in itself is at contradictions with the Congress. You've seen how the Congress and Aam Aadmi Party have been at loggerheads. So much so that even yesterday, there was a tirade against the Aam Aadmi Party by the Congress in Punjab. My point, Arnab, is how will these disparate groups come together to form one united opposition in the form of an alliance, therefore to take on Narendra Modi? I'm unable to understand that strategy, if there is one. If you're cobbling together an alliance just to make a lot of noise, it won't work. In fact, Arnab, what you started with makes the most sense. The person who actually may still be a Modi versus is actually Rahul Gandhi. Not any of these people that you've named, because there will be a certain amount of deference given the pan-national influence that the Congress has. But otherwise, I don't know where it's going. Frankly, you will need some of the sharpest minds in the country to decide what is that lowest common denominator in terms of a strategic bent of mind that will allow these alliance members to come together.
Well, I mean,
that is corruption.
I was reflecting on what's going on here right now, and I think if I may, RP, I think what's going on is, I think Nitish is being led up the garden path. I think the Congress thinks that it will put Nitish as the convener and later put Rahul as the prime ministerial face. I think Lalu wants Nitish out of Bihar as chief minister so his son can become the chief minister. That's why Nitish took over as JDU president last week, so that he has a job after giving up Bihar chief ministership. So this is a very good plot between Congress and RJD to finish Nitish. Actually, what is happening here, the Congress and RJD are going to completely finish Nitish. Nitish will have nowhere to go. He will be a sort of convener, but the face eventually will be Rahul. Nitish's party will be split down the middle. Prashant Kishore will take one part of it. BJP will take the other part of it. And I don't see this helping the INDI alliance anywhere. But having said that, Abbas, Nitish Kumar, seriously, after the way he spoke, his sex talk, his unbridled, unstoppable, despicable sex talk in the Bihar assembly, the unhinged manner in which he's speaking of late, not in control of his words. You want him as your main face, you're sure?
Sorry.
You're sure?
Arnab.
When people go to vote in Lucknow where you are, people will say we will vote for Nitish, not Modi. Are you sure?
Arnab.
Are you sure?
Arnab.
Abbas, are you even sure of what you're doing?
Can I respond to your question? Arnab, see, we must understand that there are.
You think Nitish will be the vote catcher?
Arnab, no, let me just respond to your question. Arnab, we must understand that there are 28 stakeholders in the India alliance. Unlike the Bharatiya Janata Party or the NDA, where BJP dictates policies of NDA, whatever they want to do. We have a democratic process. We have seen the meeting of NDA happen in the Ashoka Hotel.
Do you oppose
earlier,
Nitish? You are the official SP spokesperson. Do you oppose Nitish?
The leader of BJP was sitting.
Do you oppose Nitish?
38 members of the NDA were sitting far away from them. So was there any sort of discussion? No. Our agenda must have been formed by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Do you oppose Nitish? Give me a news point. Don't give me a vacuous lecture. Does the SP agree to work under Nitish Kumar's leadership?
No, Arnab, every party in the India alliance is an equal stakeholder. Nobody is working under no one, basically. We are working for the nation.
Ulta reply mat dijiye na, talk straight, equal stakeholder.
Who bind India alliance together.
He's saying no.
And when India
Sohail is saying no.
India alliance has diverted
he's saying no. Indirectly he's saying no. He's saying we don't accept the Congress decision.
Saying that you need
SP is not committing. Breaking news. SP non-committal on Nitish. Breaking news. SP non-committal on the debate on Nitish.
No.
SP non-committal on Nitish. Congress pushes Nitish.
Look at the
frustration
of Bharatiya Janata Party.
I'm neither coming nor going.
What he meant was, what I was trying to say, India Alliance is a collective party alliance and there is no boss. It has to be decided and equally decided.
I ask you, Abhinandita, you have been... Abhinandita,
see, we have
supported Kharge
from across the country.
And Kejriwal said that Kharge should be the preface because you need a Dalit prime ministerial face. And Mamata Banerjee and Arvind Kejriwal formally put that up. You tried to deny it, then it was formally accepted and everyone accepted it. Everyone got to know, everyone had the news. Now my question is, Abhinandita, to the best of your information, has the Congress party consulted with the Aam Aadmi Party about making Nitish Kumar the main convener of the alliance?
See, as far as I know, there was nobody is a convener of India Alliance. We don't have a prime minister candidate. Can you tell me, in 1977, was there a convener? Was there a prime ministerial candidate? In 2004, was there a prime ministerial candidate?
So, was there a convener
of the then UPA?
In that case, is there India Alliance or not? Ask them, is there India
Abbas, why are you going back to 1977? You were not even born then.
It's going to take some time. But can Mr. RP Singh...
Abbas, why are you talking about 77? You were not even born then.
Arnab, so what?
Sir, 1977, all leaders, 75, all leaders were in jail.
So in 1977, was there a prime ministerial face of the opposition against the Congress? Was there a prime ministerial face declared? Can you
Because
tell
there
me?
was-
And let me tell you, Mr. RP Singh.
There were so many
this
atrocities by the
2024
Indira
election,
Don't declare Nitish tomorrow.
We never
when
need
the
leaders.
entire
But
nation
today
was against the
there are
Congress party,
policies
this time it's going to be the
for the
Bharatiya
poorest
Janata
of poorest
Party.
by the Prime Minister.
People of the country,
That's why
they
you
are
need
fed
to
up with
counter the
divisive
policies
policies
also.
of your party.
You don't have a
They
leader,
want
you don't have
change.
policies,
They are
you don't
fed
have
up
intent
with
also.
inflation,
You have
which your
none.
country has
You
given
don't have a face,
derailed our
you don't have
country from
policies.
the
I give you
path of
one
progress.
policy, you tell me what's your
Look
counter
at the
policy to
massive
that.
unemployment.
55 crore people in the country has got the health card.
Abbas,
Who said I'll give 2 crore jobs every year?
Abbas.
What has he given
Abbas,
to this
listen.
country?
Abbas, listen.
We were
Listen.
supposed to get 20 crore job by now. How many jobs?
Listen, Abbas, let me tell you.
Tell me the number.
Abbas, Abbas,
Where under
Abbas.
Mudra Yojana
By the end of
loan,
2022, you are supposed to get
Abbas,
Pakka
Abbas,
Makan. Every
listen.
citizen was supposed to get Pakka Makan. How many citizens have
You are
got Pakka
angry
Makan?
today,
Tell me.
Abbas.
Tell me, do you have a figure?
You are-
Do have a
you are
figure?
angry
Or do you
today.
accept that your party has lied,
11
your prime minister has lied the nation?
got Kisan Samman Nidhi.
He's angry because I have given him the breaking news about what's happening within his alliance. He's angry. RP,
No, Arnab,
RP, I'll tell you why he's
don't worry
angry.
about India.
He is angry
Carrying
today
the
because he's
aspiration
saying-
of the people of the country, you don't need to worry about it. The people of country will guide us, and we are going to do wonders in 2024 Lok Sabha election. No matter what card you come up, when you open the Pandora box, BJP
Did the people of the country guide? Did the people?
What happened?
They have made up their mind.
One minute. Viewers, the breaking story tonight is with pictures of Nitish, if possible. The breaking story tonight, and the members of the India Alliance are angry, but I'll put the Nitish pictures on air, and I want to share the news with you that what has happened, ladies and gentlemen, is there's a Zoom call tomorrow, and on that Zoom call, the Congress party is going to pitch for Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar, ladies and gentlemen, 73-year-old Nitish Kumar, to be the face of the India Alliance in the 2024 elections by declaring him the chief convener of the India Alliance. For Nitish, this is going to be a big victory. He always had national aspirations. For Lalu, it's a good way to kick him out of Bihar. For Tejasvi to become chief minister. The Congress party is putting, driving him up the garden path. They will eventually sabotage him, backstab him, and try and push for Rahul if the numbers are there. And as far as the Samajwadi Party, the Trinamool, and now I must go to the AAP spokesperson. AAP is totally stunned because they have no idea about all this. And I can completely empathize with how you're feeling tonight, Abhinandita. It must be terrible for you to be so out of the loop and yet have to defend the Congress party every night. So, has Kejriwal got a call about Nitish? About the Congress deciding to appoint Nitish?
Arnab, we're obviously not sad and upset. I think that it's a good sign for the alliance if there are more than one candidates for this position, as the prime ministerial candidate. I think there are many veteran politicians in this alliance, whether it is Kharge ji, whether it is Nitish ji, or any other senior leaders. I think that actually sort of adds much more value than what you're taking away. As far as the final decision is concerned, obviously every partner in the alliance is going to have a point of view. Their own cadres will have a point of view. Everybody will, can have a difference of opinion. All these are very natural and expected things. That's not something that we need to worry about. I think that whether it is Mr. Kharge, whether it is Mr. Nitish, we will know in a couple of days. We'll know, and as soon as we actually know and have a formal announcement,
Abhinandita?
that is when you can say whether we are happy or sad.
Abhinandita,
As far as the Aam Aadmi Party is
Comfortable
concerned,
with the remarks of Mr. Nitish Kumar which he made in the assembly. Is she comfortable with that? Well, women of the India will be comfortable with this.
I don't think I need to answer any gender-related question to the BJP.
Is she comfortable?
Sorry. I don't think I'm answering
I'm
the
asking you a
BJP
question.
spokesperson
Are
about
you okay
how
with
women
the
feel in this
sexist
country.
mark which he
I'm
made
sorry.
about women in the assembly of the Bihar? Are you okay with that?
I'm also not okay with a
He's your
lot of
father's
things that
age.
people in your
And
party,
sort of
very
remarks
senior
he
leaders in your
made
party are doing.
about the woman in the
and do
in
not
the Bihar
take
assembly.
comments out
Are
of
you okay with
context.
that?
The relevant... अरे आप सुनिए
No,
I think
महिलाओं
very
को
much relevant.
बीजेपी
Why
से
is it
ज्ञान
not
नहीं
about
चाहिए
that?
कि
It is
कौन
very
होना
much
चाहिए
relevant.
कौन
I'm
होना
asking
नहीं
you.
चाहिए बीजेपी की बात नहीं सुनेंगी महिलाएं
India, I believe.
ठीक है ना तो
he
आप
has
मत
forgotten
बताइए
that.
बीजेपी को हक नहीं है बताने का महिलाओं को
नहीं, महिलाएं सुनेंगी
जो
ना
बात
नीतीश
मैं कह
कुमार
रही
जी के
हूँ
जो भाषण उन्होंने दिया था बिहार असेंबली के अंदर।
नहीं आप ये तो इसमें कुछ बात ही नहीं है Anyway,
आप मत
so
पूछिए इस बारे में
आपको-
बीजेपी
what is happening here? What is happening here is that
थोड़ा सा आत्मसम्मान
unfortunately
बचा है महिला
the
होते हुए
pro BJP
थोड़ा
group
आत्मसम्मान बचा है
is
क्या?
trying to make some manohar kahaniyan about
So
the
you are
infighting in
going to serve
the
Nitish
India
Kumar.
alliance and all kinds of like conspiracy theories, but none of it is actually relevant until and unless we actually have a name.
No,
the
but-
alliance will give
but-
you a name.
but
you can respond
Abhinandita,
on that. I don't
but
know what these
Abhinandita,
sources to बहुत सारा चीजें कहते हैं.
Abhinandita, I think
Not
it was
every
a
time.
very, I think it was a, I think it, you see, Abhinandita,
let me take
Abhinandita,
it
listen.
further.
Sohail, I see your hand go up. We have time, but I want to explain. RP, give me a moment, RP, give me a moment. Abhinandita, you conveniently tried to avoid the question put by RP Singh that is the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson comfortable with the dirty sex talk of your future convener, Nitish Kumar? And you answered by saying that I don't have to refer to Nitish Kumar's dirty sex talk, right? And on the contrary, you said, I don't agree with a lot of things the BJP leaders say. Fine, but you don't have an alliance with them. With Nitish Kumar, you have an alliance. So I'm asking you, and Subrashta is on the program, your future convener, probable prime ministerial face, Nitish Kumar, had recently exposed his views on women by having some dirty sex talk, extremely perverse, I can't even repeat it, on the floor of the Bihar Assembly. Are you okay with it? And I'm asking you whether you're okay because he is your leader, he's your face, he's your convener, he's your ally. You can deny he's your face, but he's your ally. So I have to corner you and I must ask you not to deflect the answer. Please answer instead of trying to avoid it. Subrashta, is that question not relevant?
Can I answer now?
Yeah, exactly. I need Abhinandita, let me respond, please. And
You can obviously you can choose not to respond to the BJP, but I'm sure you will respond to a citizen of Delhi. I'm deeply uncomfortable with the fact that Abhinandita, who actually can be a very good leader in future, thinks that there is a context to misogyny and crassness, especially when it comes to talking about women in policy frameworks in the well of the assembly. Point number one, Abhinandita, I don't think that smile really warranties in this debate. It's shameful what Nitish Kumar said, irrespective of the party line that you follow, and I think you should treat this matter with a little bit of sensitivity. I say so because you have a lot of Bihar voters in Delhi too, and as a Bihari, I will not take that lying low. Whether it comes from Aam Aadmi Party that there's a context to misogyny and we should try to see it under the whole conversation, whatever was going on, whatever your answer is to that. Point number two is Arnab. I don't think anybody needs to make any manohar kahaniya about the conflict between INDI alliance. INDI alliance is not an alliance of family members. It's an alliance of political parties who are competitive, who should be competitive on ground. Now, is it not prudent to ask what will Nitish Kumar's stand be when it comes to RJD in Bihar? Will Nitish Kumar field the same amount of candidates in where RJD is present? Or will Nitish Kumar, because we never know where Nitish Kumar is going to, sway. He may as well come to the BJP again. So will he field candidates competitive to the BJP on ground? These are very prudent questions. There's no need to act like there's a hunky-dory joint family situation, in the INDI alliance. It is not. Mamata Banerjee, is she the prime ministerial candidate? Will Arvind Kejriwal allow Mamata Banerjee to be the prime ministerial candidate? These are pressing questions. Also, the thing is, Arnab, these guys don't want to talk about any issue that you raise, saying it is our internal matter. Well, if it is your internal matter, then answer questions on policy. You guys ensured that the farmers' bill was taken back. What is your model to, enrich the farmers of this country? Does Arvind Kejriwal have anything to speak about Punjab? Most of the Punjabi farmers were out there to protest on, against the farm bills. Is there any model that Arvind Kejriwal's government has given that can be replicated across, across the nation? With respect to, Nitish Kumar, of course, he did something very interesting for women, and all of that is a matter of policy study. But today, his stand on women, does the India Alliance feel that 50% of India's representation is going to vote for India Alliance after what Nitish Kumar has said? These are questions. These are policy questions. Don't answer the questions on Excel sheets
Nitish
and
Kumar
how which candidates you're going to feel where.
No,
but will you take substantive questions?
If I may, Abhinandita, without attempting to embarrass anyone, let me say, Nitish Kumar said that the purpose of educating a woman is so that she knows how to not get pregnant without using contraception. This, in his view, Suhail, is the principal purpose of the education of a woman and a girl child, so that a woman can avoid getting pregnant without using contraception. This is what he said. Now, he is your main face. Abhinandita, does it make you happy? Are you comfortable with that a person with such views is going to be the convener of the India Alliance tomorrow? And have you been consulted on it? Had you been consulted, what position would you have taken?
Arnab, you know, it's very demeaning to the women of this country, you know, to actually reduce the argument about the upcoming election to this comment made by Nitish Kumar. That is not relevant, and it was said in the context of a debate on sex education. So I think that if a minister with whatever capacity, with whatever conditioning is actually talking about using contraception, I do not see a problem with that.
There is no context to
a problem.
And even if there is a conversation going on about sex education or population control bill, no politician, whether educated or uneducated, should be allowed to make the kind of comments Nitish Kumar did. Let me also tell you that she has been saying time and again it is not relevant. It is relevant, God damn it. It is relevant to see what kind of a prime minister I'm going to choose. It is relevant for a woman like me to know the kind of views the prime minister of this country will hold. You may, please do not say it is not relevant.
Don't do faltu
Please do not
arguments.
try to say it is not relevant. When it comes to questions of Brij Bhushan, whatever that man is,
yes.
people like us take a position against. People like us take an open position against him. But you cannot, brush things under the carpet and say, well, it is not relevant. Let us not discuss Nitish Kumar in that way. There was a context.
What
There was a
Nitish
context
Kumar
to sex
said
education.
and
You
what
don't talk
Brij Bhushan
about
has
sex
done
education in such
cannot
a
be
lewd way.
compared.
I'm
What are
sorry,
you
Abhinandita,
talking
you have zero knowledge of ground realities in Bihar. What Nitish Kumar has done is that he has allowed Chichora guys on the streets, Chichora guys on the streets to talk about women lewdly when they pass, beyond chai tapris and pan shops. This is happening under RJD's rule. You have no context of Bihar, so please don't say it is not relevant. It boils my blood to see that people like
One very heated tempers on my program tonight.
There is no relevance of this conversation.
One very heated tempers on my program tonight. Very heated tempers on my program tonight, and I wish to intervene, Subhrashta. I wish to intervene because it's going out of hand now. Now here's one point, viewers. See, Abhinandita, I read body language. And I feel, by seeing your body language, that you are completely uncomfortable with the antediluvian and perverted thoughts of Nitish Kumar as expressed about the need for women to be educated to learn how to avoid getting pregnant. You're just holding yourself back from responding as you should because of your official position.
Arnab,
I can
think
ignore
that is
that,
extremely
Suhail,
patronizing,
but there
and
are
I
many
do not
things I
agree
cannot
with you.
ignore.
And allow me the agency to actually tell you how I feel instead of reading my
Then you and I should agree to disagree on this. Agree to disagree on this and leave it there, because I will continue to disagree with you.
About any conversation
No. What I'm
about
saying is
women
to
in
you.
this country.
What I'm saying to you. No. What I'm saying to you with absolute urgency and agency and everything is this: that this country
No, what you're saying
is
to me is
facing
that you
a
know better
national
how I
general
feel by
election.
reading my body language instead of actually allowing me to tell you.
No, you are not. I am reading your body language and I'm saying that you are uncomfortable, you are stuttering, you are looking for words, you don't know what to say, and there is a lack of conviction in your voice. There's nothing patronizing about making that observation.
To be on a panel which is problematic, to talk about issue of women.
What is
with
problematic
BJP
about it?
At the moment, to be demeaned in the panel to be belittled every time.
I'm sorry, Abhinandita,
The
you are
real threats to
you are
women
you are
is concerned.
uncomfortable with what
Nothing
Nitish has
happens.
said.
Nothing happens.
There
And
is
on
nothing.
top of
You
it,
are
how
uncomfortable
dare
with what
all of
Nitish
us,
has
how
said,
dare we
and I
do
also
this?
know,
How dare we
Abhinandita,
do
that you are
this?
deeply
Nitish Kumar said-
uncomfortable. You are
was
deeply
talking about
uncomfortable,
sex education, for
Abhinandita,
God's
and you are. I'll tell you one thing. You are deeply and
his
completely
comments may not be
uncomfortable with the views of Rahul
politically,
Gandhi
savvy
that
or
India is not a
woke in the
nation.
sense
You,
that you would
I
like
find
them
it.
to be,
I
but
find
I
it
don't
quite
think it's anything
transparent.
problematic.
If I were
We
to
really
ask you,
want to know how I
Abhinandita,
think.
tonight. One minute. If I were to ask you tonight, and you are looking for an exit route on this, but I shall not allow you that. If I were to ask you tonight, Abhinandita Mathur, listen to me. I am asking you, Suhail is here, everybody can debate. I am asking you, Abhinandita, in the presence of Gyanendra, Arka, Abbas, Subrashta, Suhail and RP Singh. Are you comfortable with the fact that the Congress party says that India is not even a nation? India is not a nation. Everywhere, Suhail, Rahul Gandhi has been going and saying, India, it's not a nation. China is a nation. India is not a nation. Some people think that India is a nation, says Rahul Gandhi. He says, we are not a nation. Britain is a nation. The United Kingdom is a nation. He says England is a nation. India is like the European Union. We are some confederation. We are not a nation. And I say, Abhinandita, I want to know from you. And the nation wants to know, on the eve of the general election, do you agree with this thoughtless comment that India is not a nation? And do you have the courage and the conviction to condemn this on national television? Let there be a poll tonight. Let the lines be open on this. Let there be online poll on this, for I shall not tolerate this. This is a secessionist thinking, where you are openly saying India is not a nation. Our colonizers, he says, Suhail, he says the British are a nation. India is not a nation. Let Abhinandita answer me tonight on this. Or will she try and look for an exit route saying, I don't think this is an appropriate question and I feel demeaned. It's ridiculous. I want a poll on this. Let's have a vote on this. I want to see which Indian votes for an alliance whose leader says India is not even a nation.
No, I said, Arnab.
If India is not a nation, what are we, Suhail?
Point that
what are we?
Abhinandita made a bit earlier, where she said it is not necessary for the alliance to identify a leader. Given what's happening, or what has happened in the last 10, 15 years in India, I think it is important to identify with one individual. If you go back into the ascendance of the Aam Aadmi Party, you will realize that it does revolve around one individual. If you go back to the Congress, it revolved around one individual, the BJP at every given moment in its history around one individual. The problem, Abhinandita, is not whether it's one individual or two. The point is that India today has changed and wants to see who that one individual who will lead India. Whether it's a right thing or wrong thing, that is for the jury to decide. That's the jury's out. But the politics of India has changed dramatically.
Suhail, I go back to the question because it's getting a lot of traction, and everybody wants me to have this poll on media, on the national media tonight, and I'm asking Abhinandita, yes or no, do you agree or disagree formally with Rahul Gandhi's assertion that India is not a nation? Let's have a vote.
I don't think he said what you are saying in the exact meaning. I mean, I don't think he meant the way you are.
He said exactly what I said. I said no.
Number two,
you are shocked.
I do not agree with anybody.
He has said exactly that.
I do not agree with anybody.
No, I'll quote him. You quote him. He has said exactly that. What do you mean? I don't think he has said exactly that. He has said those words. He has said it in the Lok Sabha in 2022. The fact is, 1 minute, RP, I'm countering her. I'm countering her. 1 minute. He has said exactly that, and you are shocked. You are shell-shocked today, Abhinandita. Gyanendra, be quiet. He has said exactly that.
Incorrect,
he has said,
and I would say a pervert
Britain is a nation, but India is not a nation.
Of what he
has said that.
Yes.
Gyanendra, Listen to me. He says there are two ideas of India. One says India is a nation. The other says India is a negotiation.
Where he was
and he says India is not a nation, it's a constant negotiation. Gyanendra, don't listen, Gyanendra. I am having a vote on this right now. And I'd say viewers, vote against anyone who says India is not a nation. If you say India is not a nation, why are you trying to help me? Why? No, I am on this. I will not leave the subject. Abhinandita, I will not leave the subject. Because I think every proud Indian should protest this. Every proud Indian should protest this.
By destabilizing.
Do you agree or disagree? Gyanendra, volume down. Put Arka there. You tell me. Are Gyanendra, stop reading from a text now. Listen to me. Abhinandita, agree or disagree? Mushkil kyun ho rahi hai? Clearly boliye na. I agree, I disagree. Why try to exit out of this also?
Comment. And I don't have to.
You agree with
that is the beauty of this alliance. That
Thank
you don't have to agree with
Aap disagrees. Aap takes on Congress, says it doesn't agree with Rahul Gandhi saying India is not a nation. Breaking news.
The Congress party is, for us,
XYZ.
is
Rahul
not
Gandhi
just
is XYZ.
a person.
Okay, good. Breaking news.
Similarly, the Aam Aadmi party coming together, the Samajwadi party coming together. We will all have our point of views, and I'm sure that we've conflicted point of views. I can say that I don't agree with Rahul Gandhi on this. And what is the problem?
I'm sorry, but Abhinandita, this extremely woke thinking, this extremely woke pseudo-liberal thinking, this Abhinandita, let me tell you, Abhinandita, I'll give you my response to this. I'll give you my response to this. Now you have the courage to hear me. This extremely woke, Midwestern, B-grade American campus thinking that we can all have our individualistic views on different things because we believe in an American form of individualism where anybody can say everything. भैया ये भारत है, चलेगा नहीं. आप भारत में बोल रहे हैं, देश ही नहीं है. ये पूछ के देखिए अपने लीडर को, वोट करें दिल्ली के लोग कि हमारे लीडर राहुल गांधी, हमारे अलायंस लीडर बोलते हैं इंडिया इज नॉट अ नेशन. क्यों? देखते हैं कितने वोट मिलते हैं आपको. जाके बोलिए कि no, but we can all have our own views, etc. It doesn't work like that. Rahul Gandhi has been repeating this everywhere. Do you know this, Abbas? Everywhere he repeats. Recently, he met some really, really dumb students from Harvard. I mean, they were so stupid in their questions. The only thing stupider than what they were asking was answers. And he says India is not a nation. If we are not a nation, what are we? Abbas, and he said in 2022, that we are not a nation. He said in the Lok Sabha we are not a nation. He's saying again we are not a nation. You people are taking it lying down. And you want to get away by saying XYZ leader. No, I'll corner you. Take a position on it. Dare you go to the elections and say India is not a nation. Contradict him openly. Contradict him if you have the courage. Contradict him. This is the biggest issue of all. The Congress party says India is not a nation. It is the biggest issue, the most viral issue in this country. It should be. Where a leader has the temerity on my country's soil to say, my country is not a nation. What am I? Minnesota? How dare you talk like this?
No.
You are denigrating the country. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, it won't work. Abbas, take a position on this. Abbas, he should have been sacked from the Lok Sabha the moment he said India is not a nation.
Arnab, we are taking
Abbas,
this
do you agree with him? You're the official SP spokesperson. Do you agree with him? Do you? No, I am not taking it out of context.
Because nation is a foreign word and India is a union of states. But I disagree. I believe that we are a nation and of course we are a union of states. But Bharatiya Janata Party has problem with the word India after the India alliance was formed. अरे ये क्यों इंडिया की बात कर रहे हैं? ये कह रहे हैं कि अब ये एक तरफ तो ये कहते हैं इंडिया इज अ फॉरेन वर्ड, ऑन द अदर हैंड ये कह रहे हैं कि भाई नेशन. तो सर जस्ट गेट रिड ऑफ योर कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन. हमने तो कहा था वी हैव पास अ रेजोल्यूशन इन यूपी असेंबली व्हिच भारतीय जनता पार्टी हैज वॉकड आउट.
ऑनलाइन पोल ऑन republicworld.com
जो है वो इंडिया और जो आर्टिकल
ऑनलाइन पोल ऑन republicworld.com is going viral.
इंडिया दैट इज भारत की जगह महाराष्ट्र
91% disagreeing. I say vote on this, ladies and gentlemen. The statement must be taken back now. Gandhi must apologize.
Basically, the problem with
we are not a nation.
That we have got a dozen places. We have got a
No, Suhail is on the debate. Abhinandita has tried to avoid the issue. It's an explosive issue and it should be. Subrashta is also on the debate right now, ladies and gentlemen, with Rahul Gandhi repeated assertion that India is not a nation.
He himself have apologized.
I'm saying in a general election, I'll ask the question. No, when will I ask this? A general election. When I ask these questions before a state election, you say these are not relevant questions. My country is going to the elections. Our country's people are going to vote. And the leader of the Congress party says, I'm not a nation.
No, he hasn't.
Let Rahul Gandhi say Italy is not a nation. Let Sonia Gandhi say that Italy is not a nation.
So there can't be double standard. Let me tell you some fact and figure, Arnab, why BJP is frustrated. Let me tell you. In Himachal Pradesh, BJP got 68% vote in the
Don't speak too much. Do you agree with Rahul Gandhi's view that India is not a nation?
A loss of 26%.
Let there be a poll
in UP, they got 50% vote in 2019.
No, but you're not trapped. You get out of this now. You can't get out of this.
10%.
Abhinandita is quiet because she knows if she has to speak, she has to really condemn Rahul Gandhi a lot. She should. She should.
In the Vidhan Sabha election, Madhya Pradesh, they got 58%.
Don't read up some things you've memorized here. Answer my question. You're looking weak. You're looking at your papers now. You're looking left and right. You're looking down. You're looking at the prepared notes somebody is sending you. Look at the camera and answer my question, Abbas. Look at the camera and answer my question. Stop reading your notes from the bottom left of your screen. Again, he's reading something. He's reading something because he's scared. What's going to happen if Arnab asks the question a third time? So ask it a third time, ladies and gentlemen. Subrashta. Suhail, they say India is not a nation. That's the only question we want to ask. Rahul Gandhi repeatedly going and he's saying, you see, India is a negotiation. We are not a nation.
You can recheck them and confirm on your show. We have got 10 minutes left.
Yeah. Okay, have a vote on this. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Say, go on Republic World and say, I agree with Rahul Gandhi that India is not a nation. Himmat hai to karo vote. Vote. Abbas. Vote. Now you are going to drink some water, man. There's a really hot debate tonight. Abhinandita, you guys are all cornered. I'm saying you can disagree on anything, but
we are proud of it.
You're going to the elections in an alliance, but you're not clear on your views on issues. On fundamental issues, you are in disagreement. You are even in disagreement, Arka, you are even in disagreement over whether we are a nation.
I don't have a problem.
You are even in disagreement about whether we are a nation.
Arnab, we are not in disagreement.
Arka, this is unacceptable. This is the limit. No, you cannot do this.
That, India is
you cannot do. You have to take a view on this.
Strong, united, sovereign nation, and we are all Indians.
I mean, I cannot believe in 2023 we are debating whether the India Alliance has a view on whether India is a nation.
You have taken not only it out of context but successfully put it to the polls. But please,
sure, I am repeating myself. That's why he's repeated it every day.
India Alliance is an alliance of political parties which have come together with the single point of agenda that democracy and secularism and constitutions should be.
But you don't even agree whether India is a nation. What single point agenda?
But at the end of the day,
Suhail and Subrashta, what single point agenda? I have a single point agenda. I believe in nationalism, and I believe any party that is fighting the elections in India must contradict Rahul Gandhi's views that we are not a nation, but Britain is a nation. Rahul Gandhi says India is more like a union of states like the European Union and not a nation like Britain. By who has taught him, yeah? Where does the infantile logic come from?
The problem is, as Abhinandita said, that Rahul Gandhi didn't say this or he may have been misunderstood. When you go into an election mode, you can't afford to be misunderstood. You've got to be very clear in your own communication so that people understand what the hell you're saying. You're running a political party. You're not part of an NGO, AB. When you hit at the very union of India and the unity of India and make a comment which may be, academically very insightful in your own mind.
You have to take a more elaborate view on this.
People, you come across as someone who is hitting at the heart of the idea of India. And that is not something that will go down well with anyone.
So that's my problem. He is. And I wonder why AAP and TMC and SP are all indirectly agreeing with it. Though I must say AAP disagrees with it.
Arnab, I
Aap
slightly
disagrees
disagree
him,
with
but I would
Suhail
like
here.
you to be more elaborate in your disagreement, Abhinandita.
What our constitution says.
No, I'd like
And if you are
Abhinandita to be
opposing
No,
this-
Arnab, in a
in detail.
federal state, there is a union government
Arnab,
and
this
the
is
state
Shubrasta
government.
saying that I
USA is
slightly
also a
disagree
union of
with
states.
Suhail.
Question.
They have the State of the
Are
Union
you
address.
with
We
the
all know.
constitution of this country or
We
not?
are a federal country.
Do you respect
that our
the
constitution.
constitution of this country or
Abhinandita,
not?
you can
Our
hear me. You are
constitution
avoiding
says
taking a
India is
detailed view
federal
on this.
nation. But we are a nation. Of
No,
course,
you
we are
guys
a
are not.
nation. We don't
No,
have a
because
doubt
this is
about
what
it.
our
But we are
constitution
India.
says.
So
Please
the people
understand.
who
Viewers-
have
Our
problem calling
constitution
ourselves
itself says
India.
that
Viewers,
we are
yes,
not a
Subrashta,
union
Subrashta,
state.
Subrashta, quickly.
That's the more
With the two
hypocritical
levels
thing.
of
The
governance.
debate went in a different
At
direction,
union
but we're
level
getting
and
solid
at the
feedback
state
on this. We're going to put out a lot of this on republicworld.com, and right now Subrashta is on the debate. Subrashta.
Arnab, I slightly disagree with Suhail when he says that it may be an academically brilliant argument to make. It might be, but there are contesting claims in this academically brilliant argument as well. There are many nationalist theorists who have completely blown to smithereens this argument that India is, not a union of states and is not a nation. Listen, we need to understand, forget about running an NGO or running a political party. Rahul Gandhi is a public figure and a controversial public figure who is always in conversation because of anti-India rants, either outside the country or within the country. He talks very, very badly about the idea of
We are
India.
going to have
Everybody
Sir,
knows it.
We are going to have a debate on this tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Overshot the time limit, but we are getting so much feedback on what Rahul Gandhi has been asserting, that India is not a nation, that I believe this issue itself deserves a big debate. India Alliance is going to likely announce Nitish tomorrow. We are told Adani judgment of the Supreme Court. Breaking news on Republic. See you tomorrow at 9. Good night and goodbye.